Hey, good morning, sixth graders. Mr. Slaby here, bringing you your broadcast channel work for today. Today's February 11th. It's a funky day, right? Because I won't see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is officially a day off. And then I won't see you Monday, officially a day off. And I won't see you Tuesday or Wednesday either. For you, they're days off. For me, I'm planning furiously to bring some of you back the following week. So, that said, I want to make sure that you are getting today's got to be a loaded day, kind of. I will be offering you something over the next couple days just to keep you going, like first chapters for every day, just so that you can keep your brain kind of working. Because I'd hate to just have it go to mush. But anyway, that's the case. So first things first. Again, talk to you about the schedule, right? So today is Thursday. It's normal, and then we don't see each other till next Thursday. Blah. But I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna try to offer something these 4 days, 5 days actually, where you can just go in and kind of do something, check something out, keep yourself busy, keep yourself working. Okay, prepositions, people. I'm going to remind you that we've been working with them, words, phrases. So there's not just one word. There are such thing as a preposition, like in is a preposition, around is a preposition, over is a preposition. But when I say prepositions, I'm really talking about phrases, like a couple words, and they indicate time, place, position, and situation. And like I said, a parent yesterday said that this helped them see it. Think about anywhere a bee can go, bzz, 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 right? That's most likely if it can go somewhere, that description of where it's going, how it's doing it, and when it's doing it, probably a preposition. So this was the work for you today. In Schoology, I've given you this document. So what I'd love for you to do is take the PDF. Here it is right here. And I want you to share a copy to Notability, right? We've done this before. And in Notability, we're going to do this together. So you could pause the video right now, go get that on Schoology, get into Notability, and come back to the video because I'm going to do this with the class today. So here we go. What I'd want you to do is I asked you to cross out prepositions. Right? These are all the sentences you guys did, and I noticed that there were some problems, and that's why we do this. So, one by one, we're going to go through this. All right, I walked by the store with my dog on a leash near a park. Now, here's the thing. This is all about identifying the nouns and the verbs. So, who is this, or what's this sentence about? Who's the main noun? I. What did I do? I walked. So, there's my noun and verb. Now I'm looking at what is probably prepositions here. Okay, I walked. I walked by the store. That is definitely a preposition. Okay, we're going to strike through that. Oh, with my dog. There's that word with. So that's by the store with my dog. I'm going to continue with that. On a leash. That's a different description. And near a park. So we have 4 different prepositions here to make up this full sentence. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And notice, again, if you can pick out a preposition, there's usually a word by or with, on or near, and then it ends in a noun usually. Store is a thing, it's a place. Dog is a thing. Leash is a thing. Park is a place. So there's your cue, right? The preposition often is a word like by, around, the, with, at, and then it usually ends with a noun. Okay, here's the next one. We left before them with food by the mat near the house. All right, the whole sentence is about we, so they're a noun. What did we do? We left. Okay. Everything else before them, that's telling us where, or I'm sorry, when. That's when. With food, that's the situation. Okay. By the mat. There we go. Oops. And near the house. Now, does that sentence make total sense? I don't know. That's where we'd go back and fix it if we're actually writing, but those are all prepositional phrases. All right, next one. I got to Walmart at 6 o'clock in a hurry because I needed to get to Grand. All right, this is an interesting one. Okay, so I got to Walmart. So I got, technically, I is what the sentence is about. And what did I do? I got. Okay, so there's our noun and verb. To Walmart, technically, is position, right? So that's a, okay. At 6 o'clock, at is one of those prepositions. In a hurry is a thing, a type, a state of being. So a hurry is a kind of um, style of being. So technically that's a weird noun, but it's a noun, because it's a before it. A hurry. Because I need to get to grandma's. Now here's where things are interesting. Someone who did this crossed all this out as if it's a preposition. It's not. It can't be. In fact, actually, because is a conjunction that combines compound sentences. Remember that? So we have another noun and verb here. So I got is the first noun and verb. I need to get to. This is all one verb. It's one of those weird verb phrases. So technically, that's not a preposition, even though you might say, Mr. Slaby, to and to are there. Those are prepositions. Not always. At 6:30 is the only other preposition we have. So this is why this stuff is crazy. So whoever did this, you were almost there, just not quite right there. Okay. Number 4, they ran to the store with their dog on the sidewalk on their favorite street. So they is the noun. What did they do? They ran. Where did they run? To the store. Boom. Where'd they go with? Their dog. Where did they do it? On the sidewalk. It's another strike through. On their favorite street. And notice that other stuff is happening here, right? Favorite, right there. That is describing what kind of street. That's an adjective. So yeah, we can have adjectives in prepositional phrases. This stuff we're just building. We're building with Legos. All right, they fell asleep in a car at noon on a Saturday with their friends. I wrote friends wrong. Haha. They fell asleep. Okay, so here's the thing. What are they doing? They fell asleep. Now I've got my noun and my verb. All right, now everything else, they fell asleep where? In a car. At noon. Boom. On a Saturday. That's another different prepositional phrase. And they did it with their friends. There we go. That's a really good one. All right, here's another one. 6. They played before sunrise in water with friends and fish with dogs. Again, I don't know how much sense that makes, but let's play this out. So who or what is this about? It's all about they. What did they do? They played. So there's my noun and my verb. Now, before sunrise, that's extra information. When they played in water. They played with friends and fish, actually. That's where this gets interesting. This is why it doesn't quite make sense. But it's still a prepositional phrase. And then the fish also, like with dogs, is the extra information. So there's all of our prepositional phrases. All right, I left at 12 o'clock with my mom to the store as a surprise. All right. Again, let's find our noun and verb. The sentence is about I. And what did I do? I left. Okay, so I left at 12 with my mom to the store. Again, order's really weird here, as a surprise. And if you wrote this out, here's what you would do if you were a writer. You'd be like, you know what? That doesn't make sense. So I might take I surprise, or as a surprise, I might move that here. As a surprise, I left at 12 with my mom to the store. That doesn't make any sense either. So I might do this. I left for the store. As a surprise, wait, I think I did that wrong. All right. As a surprise, I left for the store at 12 with my mom. So I would rearrange that. That's how we would do that kind of thing, is that you would look at that and be like, it doesn't make sense. And you'd rewrite it. That's writing. All right. 8. I went to feed the birds at the beach with bread and ham. I see my friends arrive. We are ready to go to the movies. Okay, this is a good one. Okay, there's a lot going on here. So I went to feed the birds at the beach with bread and ham. I is what I'm talking about. What did I do? I went. All right. Technically, I would say I went to feed is actually the whole verb phrase. To feed is, I guess we could do this. Let's do this. Let's call that a preposition. To feed the birds at the beach. So technically, actually, no, we can't. Guys, we can't do that. Here's why. Sorry. Oops. Let me do this right. Okay. We cannot do that because I went to feed has to be the verb. You can't do went separate from feed. So this is actually a verb phrase. I went to feed the birds. At the beach, that's a preposition. That's why we got to identify the verbs, and they're funky and crazy. But I went to feed the birds. I went to feed is the verb. We have to have it. It's not a preposition. At the beach with bread and ham is definitely a preposition. Okay. And I see my friends arrive. Now, this is actually got to be a comma. It has to be. This is a compound sentence. Because now we have I see. So we have another noun and I have another verb. So this is a compound sentence. These are not prepositional phrases. I see my friends arrive. That's not a preposition. I see my friends arrive is all part of the noun. And then here's another comma. We are ready to go to the movies. I'd actually make this a period. This is, we can't have 3 nouns and 3 verbs because the verb here, we have noun, we, what are we doing? We are ready to go. That's the verb. To the movies is the only thing that's a preposition here. See all that? See how funky this is? So that sentence was a little problem. All right. She took after her mother in many ways at the age of 18, right before college. All right. She's what the sentence is about. There's my noun. Took is a verb. After her mother. Actually, that is a descriptive. That would work as a preposition. In many ways is actually like describing sort of the situation. That's in many ways. At the age, this is interesting. At the age is a preposition of 18 is a preposition right before college. Again, all of that. And lastly, I sprinted to the lake at 5 p.m. What did I do? I sprinted. There's my noun and verb. Where? To the lake at 5 p.m. The reason why we did all this, people, is if we break this all down, I walked, we left, I got, they ran, they fell asleep, they played, I left, I went to feed the birds, I see my friends arrive, we are ready to go, she took, I sprinted. All of those are good sentences because we got rid of the prepositions. That's how you know you got rid of the right thing. Okay. So today, that's what I want you to do with me. So that would be the end of this video 1. All right. And then I'll introduce the second video of the work for the writing for today. That was long. I know it was tough, but this is important. You do not have to submit this as long as you did this with me. Okay.